My wife said, "We should get divorced while you still have your dignity." Then she bragged about her affair. Without realizing, I could see everything. "We should get divorced while you still have your dignity." Those were the last words Liu Ruyan said to me before grabbing her purse and walking out the door. She looked strangely confident, almost excited. At the time, I thought she'd simply made up her mind. I had no idea she'd already planned everything, or that she'd spent months telling other people exactly how she intended to destroy me. My name is Ethan. For 8 years, Liu Ruyan was my wife. I worked in cybersecurity, which meant I trusted evidence, not assumptions. The first clue came the following evening. Liu Ruyan was in the shower, her iPad, still connected to our shared family account, lit up beside me. A notification appeared. "Jay, missing you already. Next weekend can't come soon enough." I didn't open the conversation. I didn't need to. Something inside me already knew. After she left for work the next morning, I quietly began collecting information. Not because I wanted revenge, because I wanted the truth. The shared iPad still synchronized her Instagram messages. The location history linked to our family account. Shared calendars, cloud backups, everything she'd forgotten to disconnect. The picture became impossible to ignore. Hotel visits, scheduled during supposed business lunches. Photos she'd never sent me. Messages with 3 close friends. They weren't warning her. They were encouraging her. One message made my hands go cold. "Ethan is too busy staring at computers to notice anything," another friend replied. "Once the divorce is finished, you'll finally be free." Then, 3 days before she planned to leave, Liu Ruyan wrote, "Meeting Diane tomorrow." She handled my cousin's divorce. She already has a strategy to take Ethan by surprise. I stared at the screen, then quietly took screenshots, downloaded everything, and restored the iPad exactly as I'd found it. That evening, Liu Ruyan smiled across the dinner table. "I'm visiting my sister this weekend," I smiled back. "I hope you have a good trip." I already knew she'd be spending the weekend with Jay. The next morning, I called Ben, a divorce attorney I'd worked with years earlier. I handed him every document, every message, every timeline. He looked through everything, then looked at me. "She's planning to file next week." I nodded. "So we file today." While Liu Ruyan was at yoga, I signed the papers. By late afternoon, our divorce petition had already been filed. The evidence was organized, dated, ready, and then sent a professional courtesy email to Diane. "I'm representing Ethan. Attached is today's filing. You'll also notice several messages mentioning both you and your planned legal strategy." Then, we waited. That night, Liu Ruyan came home smiling. She genuinely believed. I still knew nothing. The following morning, she started texting. "Ethan, did something happen to the accounts? Why can't I access the investment portal? Call me," I replied once. "Busy today. We'll talk tomorrow." Instead, I checked into a hotel. The next morning, Liu Ruyan was served divorce papers at work. 30 minutes later, Ben called me. "Diane wants a meeting. Apparently, she thinks there's been a misunderstanding." I smiled. "I'll see her tomorrow." The meeting lasted less than 20 minutes. Liu Ruyan never looked at me. Ben calmly presented the evidence, the affair, the messages, the discussions about blindsiding me, the documented timeline, no accusations, just facts. After a long silence, Diane leaned toward Liu Ruyan. They whispered for several minutes. Then, Liu Ruyan quietly nodded. Outside the office, she finally stopped me. "You went through my phone?" I shook my head. "No. You brought your private life into devices connected to our home. You simply forgot. They were still connected." She looked stunned, then whispered, "You knew. For how long?" "Long enough." She wiped away a tear. "I never thought you'd figure it out." I looked at her. "I wasn't trying to catch you. I was trying to understand why my wife disappeared." For the first time, her confidence vanished. She looked exhausted, ashamed. Then she asked, "Is there any chance we can fix this?" I slowly shook my head. "You stopped fighting for us, long before I stopped believing in us." She started crying. "I made a mistake." "No," I answered quietly. "A mistake happens once. This was a series of choices." She couldn't argue, because she knew I was right. 48 hours later, the settlement was signed. Fair division. No drawn-out court battle. No public drama. Just an ending. 6 months later, I heard Jay had moved out. The relationship she'd risked everything for didn't survive half a year. One evening, my phone buzzed. A message from Liu Ruyan. Just one sentence. "You deserved better than the person I became." A second message appeared. "You were the only one who truly loved me." I read both, locked my phone, and never replied. Because sometimes, the greatest act of self-respect is refusing to reopen a chapter that already taught you everything you needed to know.